Cognac, madame. Whiskey, monsieur. Are you all right, sir? Excuse me, Dr. Polton.
Yes, what is it?
I am sorry to disturb you, Doctor, but I wonder if you'll be kind enough to look at one of the passengers. He became ill soon after takeoff. I gave him some sulfonamide about an hour ago, but it doesn't seem to do any good. If anything, it looks worse.
Very well.
Is there anything I could do to help, Doctor?
No, it's quite all right. You just leave him to me. I'll call you if I want any help. There's no point in worrying any of the other passengers. I want to have a word with the captain. It's rather urgent.
The captain?
Yes, the captain. Unless I'm very badly mistaken, we've a case of typhoid on board.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats. Mesdames, messieurs.
Dr. Polton?
I'm
Summers, medical staff.
Are the patients just here?
Well, it's lucky you're on board, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Have you made all the necessary arrangements?
Oh, yes, the passengers will be kept in quarantine for observation and examination.
And the suspect?
And he'll be transferred to Guy Station Hospital at Crawley.
Well, look, if there's anything I can do to help, and perhaps if I went to the hospital with him, I could make my tests out there.
It certainly would help. I can let you have one of my staff.
Oh, it's quite unnecessary. I can manage. He's getting worse. I think you'd better pull him to the side.
We're nearly at the hospital, sir.
I don't want to take any chances. I'm going to give him an injection. Can you come round and give me a hand?
Yes, sir.
Better close the door. made it, Kent.
Worked like a dream, just as I knew it would.
Now your only problem is John Mannering.
Not my only problem, Doctor.
Oh.
Voilà, monsieur.
No. Oh. Ah, superb. A wine of genius. Pata Montache 55.
Non, monsieur. Pouilly-Fuset, 57.
You are right, of course. Always remember, my friend, in these affairs, the customer is always a little more right than you are. Unless you learn that simple lesson, you will be a waiter all your life.
My error. Voilà, Montache, 55.
Excellent, Paul. Now, let us see what you have got for me. Colbert.
Yes, Jordan.
Leave me. Go. Hello?
That important business is flourishing.
The typhoid, did it prove to be fatal?
Most unusual.
The patient survived, but the doctor died.
When will you be in London?
Tomorrow afternoon.
What is your next move?
Me? I have to settle something with the Baron.
Washington has confirmed that Fabergé sale. Did you get that off?
Mm-hmm. Tuesday.
Good, good.
Well, well. An invitation from Lord Montfort. You really do know everybody, don't you? For tonight. Wonder who backed out at the last minute.
Never mind that. He's a good customer. I guess I better look in.
I should think so. With his millions, it's practically a command.
Practically. Go ahead and confirm it, will you?
Yes, certainly. I'll tell him we'll be delighted.
We?
Well, it does say John Mannering and friend.
Hello, John Mannering.
Hello, John. Peter Thompson here.
Well, hello, Pete. How are you? It's been a long time.
I need some help. Do you think you could do me a favor and get over here this morning?
Well, I'm a little busy this morning, Pete. Is there anything that important?
10:30 then. I'll explain later. I'd rather not discuss it on the phone.
Well, look, Pete.
What's wrong? Been cut off?
Yeah,
That thing's been on the blink all morning.
that was Peter Thompson. Got some kind of problem. Wants me to come over. I shouldn't be too long.
Good morning. May I see your telephone, please? It's possible you've had trouble with it.
Yes, we have, but I haven't even reported it.
Ah, we have been checking the lines. Through here, is it?
I hope you don't mind, but have you any identification?
Of course.
Thank you. Mr. Turek. Just being careful. We have so many valuable things here.
Yes.
Seems to have gone completely dead now.
I will soon put it right.
I haven't even reported it.
You've had trouble with it.
Yes, we have.
There you are. You'll have no more trouble with that.
Thank you very much.
It has been a pleasure.
You're back quickly?
Yeah. You know, Thompson didn't make that call. He's not even in the country. I'd like to think it was an impersonation by some practical joker, but I recognized the voice, which means that somebody probably went to the trouble of getting it on tape.
But why? I mean, you were bound to find out.
Yeah. Anything unusual happened while I was out of the office?
Telephone engineer came to repair the phone.
Oh?
I asked him for his credentials. His name's Chorick. That's Polish, isn't it?
It could be.
It's foreigner. His accent was more French, I would have thought.
You check him out with the post office?
Well, no. I mean, he wasn't alone in the shop, not even for 1 second. And he did repair the phone. It was dead, I checked it. I didn't report it was out of order, though. Well, you know what they are. When my phone went wrong in the apartment last month, it took them a week to come and repair it. What's that? He bugged it.
That's right.
What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to put this phone back together and call the police.
Come in, Mr. Mannering. Do sit down. It's good of you to come so soon.
Well, it isn't every day that I get a call from the British Foreign Office.
Well, now, that is my department, has been informed that you made a report to the police this morning. You stated that your shop premises had been bugged. Is that correct, Mr. Mannering?
That's correct.
Are you quite sure about that?
Of course, I'm sure. Didn't I tell you I gave the microphone to the police?
Oh, yes. Yes, I see. I'm sorry.
Mr. Foster, I'd like to ask you a question.
Oh, certainly.
Why is the Foreign Office so interested?
I'm afraid we can't tell you that.
Can't or won't?
My superiors pass on only such information as they feel I require.
Then maybe I should talk to your superiors.
I'm afraid that would be very difficult to lay on. Well, perhaps I should come to the point. I have been instructed to ask you officially not to take this matter any further.
Look, Mr. Foster, when my shop is bugged, I want to know why. My business is not chicken feed, and I'm not in it for fun. Now, if you can't tell me, and your superiors won't, I'm sorry, and I'll have to take steps to find out about it myself.
I do wish you wouldn't take this attitude, Mr. Mannering. I must impress upon you that there has been a high-level policy decision about this matter.
No, there have been two. One by you, and now one by me.
Well, naturally, we can't force you not to take any action.
Well, that's all I want to know.
Look, Mannering. Oh, how can I put this? You know, in other circumstances, particularly bearing in mind that you are, well, how shall I put it, persona grata, as far as we're concerned here. Well, anyway, in other circumstances, if you were the only one involved in this business, well, naturally, our attitude would be entirely...
Wait just a minute. Let me get this straight. Are you saying that other offices have been bugged?
I didn't say that, Mr. Mannering.
But you're not denying it.
Obviously, I'm denying it now.
Good day, Mr. Foster.
As I do hope you'll think this matter over very carefully before taking any hasty action.
I'll do just that.
Kelman speaking.
Hello, Quentin. This is John Mannering.
John, how are you?
I'm just fine. Look, I'll tell you why I called. You know that early Wedgwood that's going at the Collinwood auction tomorrow? Well, I'm not interested myself, but I thought I'd let you know.
Oh, that's very kind of you, John.
Look, I'm sorry to call you at home, but I wasn't able to get you on your office phone today.
Well, the engineers came in, said they detected some fault or other.
I see.
Well, it's kind of you to let me know, John, and I appreciate it.
Why? Are you going somewhere?
I don't know about you, but I am going to Lord Montfort's.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Take a look at those names I checked. Three biggest art dealers in the country had trouble with their phones today. And I have a feeling it's phone trouble with an official blessing.
Any idea what it all means?
I think one of us is going to get into a deal. Somebody wants to know which one of us it's going to be. You can bet that beautiful gown you're wearing, it's going to be big.
Glad you noticed.
I haven't seen John this evening. Was he able to get here?
Yes, he's at that.
Oh, yes. Excuse me.
So if the varnish dissolves rapidly, it means the painting is recent, probably fake. Of course, the ultimate test is style.
John, they're looking after you all right?
Fine, thank you.
Well, I'm glad you were able to manage it at last. Sorry about the short notice, but this was a spur-of-the-moment party.
Well, that seems to be the way to do things.
I'm glad you agree. Come to think of it, I'm negotiating a purchase at the moment. I won't bore you with details now, but I know it's in your line. Could I contact you?
I'm still at the same address.
Good. Good, well, I'll be in touch. I've had a word with Manry. He's agreeable.
That's up to you, Mountford. What did you tell him?
Nothing. You think I'm a fool?
Just checking. I think it'll be better for all of us if Mannering is kept in the dark. Once he does know, it'll be too late for him to do anything.
Good night, Alison. Good night, Charles.
Grandfather.
Thank you.
Are you off?
I'm so glad you could both come.
Thank you, I enjoyed it very much.
Well, you must both come again soon. You won't forget that other business, will you, John?
Well, you call me when you're ready.
You know, I could settle it right away. When would you be available?
Well, I have to go to Washington on Friday. I think I'm free till then.
I'd like to get it settled. It's been dragging on as it is. How are you fixed tomorrow?
It's possible, depending on what's involved.
Nothing very complicated. I just want your opinion on the authenticity of a painting I'm interested in. It's at my place down in Surrey.
Sorry, I see.
I tell you what, I'll collect you in my car, then we can discuss it on the way down.
What time?
5 o'clock, suit you?
5 o'clock it is.
Good. Good. Well, I'm glad we got that settled.
We enjoyed it. Good night, Lord Mountain.
Good night. Good night,
Goodbye.
Cordelia. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock.
Cable Colbert. He's arriving from Paris tomorrow.
Your organization can look after its own chores, Jordan. I'm just the buyer.
Cable him. Now that Mannering's in, I want to keep tabs on him until this thing's over.
Lord Mountford certainly knows how to barbecue steaks.
Oh, he's not bad. For an amateur. You cook that several hours over a green hickory wood fire and serve it with fresh baked bread.
Sounds delicious.
Then you can wash the whole thing down with tequila. Of course, that's optional.
Sounds like a good idea.
Oh, well, I know a little place in the King's Road. Sorry. Shortcut.
What's so interesting back there?
Well, I wouldn't swear to it, but I think we picked up a tail. Unless he wants tequila, too.
How long's he been there?
Almost since Mountford's. Let's see if he sticks. Be a pity to lose him.
What do you mean?
I think it's time we knew who's who in this business.
John, this is a dead end.
Exactly.
John, he's the one who fixed the phone.
Wait here.
It is about time we had a talk, Mannering.
Who are you? Who are you working for? And don't say the telephone company.
This is big. Very big. I want to know where you stand.
You bugged my office. Why?
Suppose you answer my question first. You talked to Montfort tonight.
Sure, I talked to him.
What did he say? Did he offer you a deal? If we are to talk, one of us has to put our cards on the table.
Agreed. I'm waiting. Before I break a loyalty to a client, you'll have to give me a pretty good reason why I should.
All right, Mannering. I'll give you the whole story.
He's still alive.
That's odd.
That's French intelligence, isn't it?
Yes.
Henri Sardin.
Yes, the latest news is that he is still unconscious. We owe you our thanks, Mr. Mannering.
I think you owe me an explanation.
Well, you chose to ignore our request to stay out of this matter. But, frankly, I don't altogether blame you. You did make your position clear.
I thought perhaps I had.
On Tuesday night, a certain item was stolen in Paris.
A certain item?
That's right. A certain item. Now, the men thought to be responsible for stealing this item are well known to the French authorities. However, their view is, rightly I think, that the recovery of the item is more important than the capture of these men.
Why not try for both?
Well, now you brought me to my point, Mannering. To quote your own words, this item isn't chicken feed. And no one is in this business for fun. Now, these men aren't fools. But then neither are the French authorities. Although this item is very well known, they have managed to suppress completely the news of its disappearance. Hence, by the way, the secrecy and double talk of our first meeting, for which I apologize. Now, here's the situation. The thieves have the item, and they have stolen it to sell, of course. But because the news of its disappearance from its usual place has been suppressed, they have no means of convincing a prospective customer that it is genuine, unless they manage to secure the services of an art expert who could give them a worthwhile verification of its authenticity.
So Sardin is keeping tabs on all the London art dealers.
Mm-hmm.
I assume this item is in the country, then.
Yes. Well, that is, Sardin is almost certain that it is. Brought in by a man called Kent Jordan. He got through our customs and immigration as a typhoid suspect. Very clever. So I'm sorry we couldn't tell you why you were involved. And we gave you a security clearance with the French authorities, but, well, you know what the French are. They suspect everyone. However, when you see what it was that was stolen, you won't entirely blame them. Astonishing, isn't it?
Yes. If this gets out, the whole world will sit up and take notice.
Open the window. Now that the British have at last discovered central heating, every room is like a Turkish bath. And tell the valet to come and unpack my bags.
Right away, sir. Anything else, sir?
At the moment, no.
French money?
You wish to give it back?
May I come in?
Ah, Jordan. Come in. Come in.
Good flight?
There is no such thing. I sat palpitating with fear throughout the entire journey. True, I seem to have arrived, but I assure you, parts of me are still coming into land. Now, to business.
It's going exactly as you planned.
Naturally. And how is the good Lord Montfort standing up to the strain?
His nerves are a little ragged. He'll get through.
And the money? He has it ready?
He says so. I don't doubt him. He's very eager to have our merchandise.
He is following our orders.
Reluctantly, yes. He's following orders.
Stay with him. See that he continues to do so.
Is that all?
All. What else?
I thought you might ask me to stay and have a drink.
With you? Perhaps. Later. When we divide Lord Montfort's money. But I remember you drink only Bourbon. Nauseating barbarism I could not permit when I am taking wine.
You know, Colbert, you and I have only one thing in common. We're both thieves.
There is something else. We both dislike one another. Well, I suggest you go straight to Lord Montfort's and finish the arrangements. I want this whole transaction completed tonight. The merchandise handed over and the money collected.
And the Baron?
And the Baron dead.
What happened with the Baron last night? I thought you were going to keep an eye on him.
He was being tailed by an agent of the French government. I thought I'd better take care of him instead.
An agent? Did he talk to the Baron?
Yes, briefly. Is there any bourbon?
How much does Mannering know?
Why ask me? It doesn't much matter anyway. I know the whole thing tonight. And after that, he won't get a chance to tell anybody.
Look, Jordan, I want to buy what you and your friends are selling, but I think you're taking chances. I've got a lot to lose.
You're quite safe. Don't you understand Mannering at all? He won't take any chances with what we've got.
He's bound to try and get it back.
But alone. He'd rather have himself killed than risk it being destroyed. You must have some bourbon somewhere.
That agent, what about him?
Oh, he's been given some time off.
Please, Mr. Ciotat.
How long have I been here?
Since last night. You mustn't talk. Let's get some rest.
Yes, I know. I must contact. I can't stay here.
You must do as I say, otherwise I'll fetch the doctor.
Yes, fetch him. I want to talk to the doctor. Please get him, nurse.
I will. I've got it tuned.
You've got it tuned.
There's adhesive on the back of this. As long as you stick it on the side of the car, I'll be able to track you.
Look, Everybody knows how a bug works, and they've got ways of detecting them. Just call Foster at the Foreign Office if you haven't heard from him by 7:30.
I wish you'd leave this to the police or intelligence. I know you're walking into trouble.
Well, I have no choice. If they think there's a cop anywhere near me, they'll destroy the evidence. And in this particular case, the evidence isn't a grimy set of fingerprints.
Watch out they don't destroy you.
If I'm near enough to verify it, I'm near enough to grab it.
There's such a thing as overconfidence.
I know. I invented it. Would you get that?
Good evening. I'm from Lord Mountford. I'm to pick up Mr. Mannering.
He'll be out in a moment. The tumbrel is here.
Tumbrel? Will you stop trying to cheer me up?
I thought Lord Mountford was coming with us.
We're to pick him up, sir.
I see.
See you later.
We'll be stopping at the next block, sir. If you'd care to follow me, sir.
What's going on?
Lord Mountford will explain, sir. He was most concerned about security. He felt the change of vehicles was essential.
Hello, Mannering. I think we might continue our journey now without any chance of being followed.
Something must have gone wrong. They should have been here ages ago.
Relax. We would have heard. If the waiting bothers you, let us talk. You have got the cash ready, huh?
You know I have. I'll give you details of how and where to pick it up just as soon as Mannering says that this is genuine.
You will.
Well, I can't believe it. If this had really been stolen, surely the newspapers would have got hold of the story by now.
I have already explained that.
All right, all right. Even if the authorities are keeping it dark, there would have been some rumors. There must have been.
Lord Mountford, I'm not an amateur. I planned and carried out this raid at the time when the Louvre Museum was closed for renovations. It is still closed to the public. The officials are having an easy time keeping its loss a secret.
Well, they can't keep it a secret forever.
No, but for a few days, perhaps a week. During which time, the agents are trying to track us down, put it back where it belongs, but quietly, without fuss. Everything is happening exactly as I predicted. I knew that the absence of publicity would cause you to doubt whether this was genuine. That is why I insisted that you call in. His word will be all the assurance you need.
Yes, yes, of course. I just wish it was over, that's all.
That makes me feel much better. Thanks.
Don't you think we should tell the police?
No. Mannering was quite right. We cannot afford to take chances.
Got to do something.
Yes. Find Mannering. And that should not be too difficult with your radio fix.
The car's been stationary for some time. It's located exactly there.
That must be where the handover is to be. Shall we go?
How much farther? We're here.
All right, let's go. They're waiting for us.
Keep walking. Put your things on the table. Richards, frisk him.
Hello? You came prepared? Quite understandable.
Did everything go all right? You were late.
I made certain we weren't followed, that's all.
I see you have all the things you need to make the identification.
Naturally.
I must apologize for putting you to this inconvenience, Mannering. But before Montfort and I can complete our deal, he has insisted that you make this verification.
Any luck?
I've looked at the buildings all around. Nothing. You?
All the offices are empty. I talked to the janitor. The building belongs to Lord Mountford, but he hasn't been here today.
This could have been a rendezvous point. Perhaps they just met up here and went off somewhere.
But where?
I can't even guess. The trail leads nowhere. There's only one thing that is certain. Mannering is all on his own. There is nothing we can do to help him now.
You know, Mannering, when the details of the raid are published, you will be astonished both by its brilliance and its simplicity.
Well, there's still time to change your mind.
But why?
If this is genuine, you can swing a deal with the French government.
A reward, you mean? Oh, no. I don't think so.
Well, why not? They want it badly enough. They'll pay your price, no questions asked.
But why should I take that risk? Lord Montfort has met my asking price. He has the money. The transaction is almost completed.
trading may be over, but the running hasn't begun yet. I'll never stop looking for you.
You think I did not calculate every risk? Of course I know they will search for me, but with the money I shall have, it will be easy for me to keep out of their way.
Well, is it genuine?
Yes, it's genuine.
It's genuine! Painting! Don't shoot you, I guarantee it!
You fool! You stupid fool! You've made fools of us all.
Listen to me. I want that painting. More than anything on earth, I want it. And if I can't have it, it must never be damaged. Never!
Well?
Foster was not in his office. I got his home address. I tried to get him there, but there was no answer.
It's not that far away. We could go and wait.
Yes, not much else we can do. Our only hope now is that perhaps he's got in touch with one of our other agents.
Excuse me, sir. Is this your car?
Yes.
Could you tell me the registration number, sir?
Can't remember.
Could you tell me where it was licensed then, sir?
I'm not sure.
I think you'd both better come down to the station with me, sir.
I'm sick of waiting. I'm going to get that painting.
Stay here.
I can't risk what that fool Jordan might do. I want that painting. All right, Mannering. Where is it?
Well, here it is. It's what you want, isn't it?
Just give me that painting.
All right. Catch.
Fool, Mannering. You fool! I can't reach it. I can't reach it. It's not starting to burn. It's burning. He's destroyed it. I must get it. Help me! Somebody help me!
Have you come to take me in, Mannering?
Something like that.
Not with that gun. It's empty.
I know, but it's the only one I had.
Well, in any case, it's all over.
I will decide that.
All right.
What do you mean?
I burnt the painting.
No, not you, Mannering, not you.
Ask Mountford.
He burnt it. He burnt the painting.
Burnt everything I worked for.
Like you said, I came prepared. Now let's go.
Don't count on any help from your friend. He's all through. Gentlemen, if you'll just wait right here.
We did it. Soon it will be back in its place again without anyone ever knowing it was away. Please accept my thanks and the thanks of my country. What else can I say?
Well, you could make me a promise.
Hmm?
If it ever does come up for sale, you could let me handle the deal.